Hi, Simon Young from Real Results Training, and we're going to look at lean eating phase 6 in a home workout style, so using bands, and we're going to start looking at workout number 1. So we've got a rear foot elevated split squat, an assisted chin up, and we're going to do a hand walkout for the core work. Rear foot elevated split squat, we're going to take our band, put it under our instep, make sure it's nice and secure, we're going to walk towards our bench. Going to dip down, put the bands over our shoulders, pull it away from the throat, mount that foot securely on the bench, take another step forward, driving through the front leg, squeezing the glutes in the top position. Control it down, driving through, make sure you use those glutes and hamstrings pushing through that heel, keep the hips nice and square, keep the elbows nice and high. When it's time to change, you step one foot in, take one foot out, reset your position, take your time to get in the right place, and then you do your reps on the other side. Then we're going to move on to the assisted chin up. You can either put your knee into the band or you can step into the band. It's a matter of personal comfort, and I prefer to actually put the foot in there because it's like a regular chin up, then get the legs nice and straight. If it's the knee version, you grab the band, you pull it down, hook your knee into it, put it onto your ankle, get it close to the body, grab the bar, grab the bar. Imagine you're going to bend the bar so you pull your shoulder blades down and back, tight grip, pull nice and strong, squeeze those shoulder blades, control it down. The second version of this is the straight leg version. So on the straight leg, we pull that band down, we're going to put our foot into the band, and we stamp it straight. Grasp the bar, cross your ankles to keep the band in place. Pull your shoulder blades down and back, set your core, nice tight abs, squeeze those shoulder blades together, down and back, hard at the top, and control it again. When you finish, keep hold of the bar, lift the foot, take off the band, and walk away. Now we're going to do a hand walkout. On the hand walkout, you want to maintain same cues as a plank. Get the legs nice and tight, squeeze your bum, set a neutral spine. So by doing that, it's like you're trying to stop mid-P or like a Kegel exercise. Set that neutral. From there, keeping those abdominals braced, you walk your hands out a little way and back in a little way. Do not let the lower back collapse. So you get in position, lock it up nice and tight, walk the hands out, walk them back in. Be really careful when those hands are extended that you don't collapse. So that's your first 3. Next, we're going to do a bent over alternating row and a single leg Romanian deadlift. For the bent over alternating row, you're going to take your band and you're going to stamp on it, put it onto your instep, push your bottom back and a neutral spine. So you don't want to be rounded, sit your bum down and back. You should feel a little bit of stretch in your hamstrings and gluteals. From here, you're going to row your hand to your hip, pulling your shoulder blade down and back, and do the same on the other side. Keep your hips nice and square, so don't turn at the hips. Strong row, strong row. The second exercise is the single leg deadlift. Make sure you have stability before you add the band to this. Foot secure in place. It's as though you've got a string running from your heel all the way up to your bum. As you pivot and go back, we get this nice stretch, hamstring and glute, neutral spine. Then you pull the string tight and stand up. So you pivot, find a fixed spot to look at, that will help you stay nice in control. You pull all the way up to stand. You can progress further by using a band. Go light to start with. The band goes under the foot nice and securely. You grip it just like you did with the row. Get that stability. You hinge. Stand tall, squeeze the glutes. If you need to tap your toe on the floor, you can do. You hinge. Stand tall, squeeze the glutes. Pull the shoulders back into top position. So that's your second round of exercises. Third round, it asks for an alternating floor press and a lateral raise with a split stance. Instead of doing the alternating floor press, I've mounted a band at sort of mid-height, waist height. I put the band at chest height. I tuck my elbows inside the band, pull the band apart a little. I set my core, I press straight out, control it back. If I find I'm arching and leaning too much, I can go into staggered stance. 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, squeezing the glutes on the back leg, pull the band apart so I'm pulling my shoulder blades together, press through the heels of the hands, control it back, pull those shoulder blades together, press through the heels of the hands. Next time, I just switch the feet over. From there, we're going to look at the lateral raise. You want your lightest band possible. Stamp on it with the front foot and put the band over your wrists. Staggered stance. Put a slight bend in your elbows to get this 90-degree angle going on. From there, you're going to raise through the elbows, control it up, control it down. There's tension on the band all the way up and all the way down. We want to keep that nice 90-degree angle in those elbows, squeezing the glute, keeping the hips and shoulders nice and square. So make sure that it's not sort of up and down like this, it's definitely that L-shaped lateral move. And that's the 3 different exercise blocks for workout number 1.